Have Canadian unions strayed far from their original mission of improving pay, benefits, and working conditions? Hi, I'm Melanie Bennett with the Canadian Culture Wars Report. Thanks for joining me. In September 2023, just days before the Million March for Children, union leaders convened in an emergency Zoom call to organize a counter-protest against parental inclusion in schools. Ordinary parents and citizens who'd never previously been involved in protests or any kind of organized action found their voices on that day for the very first time, speaking out against what they viewed as far-left politicizations of our classroom with cultural socialist propaganda. So why are union executives so worried about ordinary citizens exercising their democratic right to peaceful assembly? Instead of just believing what I'm telling you, why not listen to one of the speakers on the Zoom call, Munib, Sajjad from the Ontario Secondary School Federation of Labour, in his own words.
Good morning, everyone. Really appreciate the leadership team and staff team of the OFL putting this meeting together. Just want to say kudos and thank you. This is fantastic. Really loving the resources too. The only suggestion that I would probably have as an update, if there's anything that could be added, is maybe reminding and giving some tips about the potential effects of what could happen as doxing. We've seen that with a lot of fascist, white supremacist organizations and groups that have been doxing a lot of, progressive folks that have been organizing in their regions in combating hate in many ways. If there's a way that the information you have could be updated to how to deal with doxing, how to protect yourself from being doxed, especially what could happen as ramifications long term, because we know it's not just what's going to happen on the 20th, going into the 22nd, and various others. It's going to be continuous. Another thing. One thing from OSSTF, we are not just taking attention to where it's happening everywhere. We've seen significant, actions being organized at city halls and at school boards. But what we're taking active attention to is how do we have safety plans ready for those protests that are occurring directly at schools. And I'm seeing from the chat, this is super helpful, seeing folks update on Huntsville and Bracebridge. We know that Maxime Bernier is going to be showing up to Victoria Park Collegiate out in Scarborough, North York area, and something that we're taking a lot of attention to, and thank you for sharing resources on that. But if you could reach out to us to let us know if you do see locations and protests being planned at schools, that'll be helpful for us, and we can coordinate with our education comrades and, of course, our local communities too.
Munib seems to have an issue with doxing. Let me remind you that I have a video of another speaker called Anthony Marco admitting to sending his seasoned activists to take photos of license plates of Million Marchers to expose them and to intimidate them. But the thing is, parents aren't easily intimidated anymore. If you stand behind your position and you really feel like you're on the right side of history, why would you fear being identified? It seems to me that this behavior suggests they routinely engage in questionable, perhaps even illegal activities to achieve their goals. Meanwhile, none of the parents of the marches wore masks to hide their identities. Protesting at a school is a pretty extreme step. You'd think educators would want to engage with people who are doing that to understand why they feel compelled to go to such lengths. But no. The far-left ideology views any dissent as fascism, and you certainly can't engage with a Nazi, right? Just a reminder, the school protest in Scarborough involved so-called seasoned activists who ended up assaulting a minor, intimidating everyone else.
I'm minor, bro. I'm a fucking minor. He fucking punched me. I'm 16 years old and he fucking punched me, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you don't like that? Yeah, but we don't know what you did.
What's your name? I'm fucking pressing charges for punching a minor.
All right, folks. Thank you, sir. Just give him a little bit of privacy right now. Thank you. All right, just a little bit.
Go watch that Anthony Marco video for a bit more detail. Okay, that's it from me. If you found this useful, I would encourage you to share it with just about everybody. And if you haven't already, consider liking and subscribing. It really helps. Thanks for watching.